Are we ready for the quickest video I ever recorded? Because I don't even remember anything about this movie. I just erased it from my memory. Um, so on the previous video about the Force Awakens, I mentioned that I um, it didn't bother me that they were repeating stuff. Like we blow something from inside out. We have the farm boy that have the force, so they repeated some elements of previous movies. And that didn't bother me because I was thinking that they will do it only for that one movie because of the year gap between um, the end of the prequels and the beginning the of the sequels. But then, to my surprise, when I watched The Last Jedi, I realized that they were going to repeat more stuff. Like this second movie is about the um, the farm boy character going into a training arc, so he can understand more about the Force, and then of course the mentor will die, just like it happened with Yoda. Um, so yeah, I don't I don't even remember much about this movie. I remember that there is a lot of jokes that don't land. Like on the Force Awakens, they joke around, but it's not that much. Like right now, I can remember of the piece of trash when Rey and Finn uh, are about to enter the Falcon. So they say like the ship gets destroyed, and they say, well, uh, our only chance to escape now is if we use that piece of trash. And then they show the Falcon. And then there is a C-3PO joke when Solo and Leia get together again, and C-3PO just goes up and totally ruin the mood. Um, so those two jokes are the only ones that I can remember, and I don't think there is much more besides those two. But in this second movie, well, the movie starts with Luke throwing his lightsaber away because, ha ha ha, funny. Uh, and then they keep doing that, like um, when Luke is having that deep um, talk with Rey, like he feels that she have the Force. Sorry about that. When Luke feels that Rey have the Force, and then they are like talking to each other in this mysterious way. Luke is like, ask Rey um, from where she is, and then she replies to, oh, I'm from nowhere. And then he says, oh, no one is from nowhere. And then we are like, oh, he's gonna give a deep meaning about the places where we came from. He's gonna talk about his father being this bad guy, but like he's from the same place, but he won't be as bad as his father was. So there was like a room for like a deeper talk, and then Ray states the planet she is from, and then Luke replies to, oh yeah, that's pretty much nowhere. You was right in saying that you are Ray from nowhere. And ha 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 jokes. Um, so yeah, there is something that I liked in that movie, which was that dynamic between Rey and Kylo, um, that they were feeling each other, and I was like, at the whole movie, I was thinking that the New Order would find the first Jedi Temple because it starts like they feel each other, and then a couple scenes later, they can communicate with each other, and then Kylo starts to feel the surroundings. He starts to feel the water around Rey, the island, and then they start to see each other. Like Rey sees Kylo in the island, and Kylo sees Rey on the New Order base. I was like, at the full movie, the whole movie, I was, they gonna find out where the first Jedi Temple is, because Kylo is getting better at feeling Rey in her surroundings. So he's gonna find a way to track her. I don't know how, but he's gonna do it. She can kind of sleep up because she have the map. She saw the map, so maybe Kylo will manage to get inside her head and get the info, or he will use another way. Like, I don't know, he will look at the stars. I don't know. He will communicate with Rey. He will get in touch with her at night, and he will look up, see the stars, and then like he will be able to map out and track her, and then he's gonna get to the New Order will get to the first Jedi thing, and something will happen. So that was what I was expecting, but then they get to nowhere. They just play with that, like they start to feel each other, they start to, and then they communicate with each other. Then they see each other, but that's all. It ends in there. There is nothing else besides that. Um, and that type of stuff just keeps happening in the whole movie. Like, um, there is a moment that they fire on the rebel ship, and the blast um, hits Poe because he is rushing to get to his ship so he can help the rebels to defend themselves. But then the New Order fires on the hangar bay, and Poe is caught in the blast. But then that's just it. Nothing happens. He just um, gets back up again and keeps living his life. So yeah. Um, and that happens a lot. Like, even on the end of the movie where Luke is fighting Kylo, it's kind of like that. Oh, I just, yeah, I need to stop. I need to stop talking with my hands. Um, I'll have my microphone a little bit like away from me. But then I don't know how the sound will be. Um, so at the final battle between Luke and Kylo, we are seeing them fighting each other, like Kylo, which is still not good enough with the Force. He's still learning against a Jedi Master. And then it gets revealed that Luke was not there. He was still at the island. He was just projecting his image, and then he dies. On the most anticlimactic way possible. He just dies. I don't know. Maybe the Wi-Fi connection got lost, and part of it got. Part of it still was in the battlefield, and part was in the island. And then the he lost the Wi-Fi connection and got split, and then that's why he died. Um, so yeah, that was that. Um, And there was also the ship captain, which I think that was a big problem for a lot of people. Um, because Leia is just caught in a blast, and then we get to a point like we don't know if she's gonna live or not, and then the second in command assumes the rebel ship, and then he just do stuff in secret, and we don't know like if we can trust her or like what is her final move. We don't know nothing. And then like she does not tell us. Like Paul goes to her to try to understand what she's thinking, like what she wants to do, and then she just says, "Nah, you don't need to do it. Just trust me, bro." And that bothered me because we never saw that character. She just appeared out of nowhere, started giving orders, and we are just like they just expect us to like fully trust her. It would be like a way better movie if like Paul would be the second command, or like they could have done something like Battlestar Galactica. So in Battlestar, um, Earth explodes, like this alien race explodes. Well, not Earth, but the planet of the main characters. Um, and then a lot of people dies, up to the point that like it's 40 people on the line of succession dies. Um, and then this random teacher, there was like the 42, like in the 42th place in this succession line, is now the president. Good luck with that. So that could have happened in this movie, because it's kind of a stretch to think that would be the second in command, but they could have done something like a bunch of people in the succession line dies, and then now we are left with Paul. Good luck with that. And then there is like the casino subplot that also goes to nowhere. And if like Paul was the one in command, we could like um, have a better reason for that subplot, because like Paul would be at the ship trying to do his best, and he would send Finn to on that mission to find the guy that told the things that I forgot. I really don't remember about that movie. Yeah. Um, that's it, right? I don't want to do a 13 minutes video, because like the usual for me is like half an hour long. But yeah, this movie does not help a lot. And the next one will be as bad as this one. If it's not like worst. So be prepared for a 5 minutes long video about the rise of the Skywalker.